soft. Don't step on any branches. Just big branches. So do you want to help teach him?
So how was it last night?
I'm feeling pretty tired, and I think that Dane has a headache.
Yeah.
Why, that doesn't surprise me. Nice party last night, huh?
Yeah, that was amazing. I'll remember that forever.
So we booked an amazing stone cottage, which is north of here in the village of Castelo Novo, and it's right near the farm that we used to live on. So we're really excited to go back and revisit a place that we have a lot of history.
It's owned by friends that I've known since I was young, and we actually got engaged there. Sebastian was born there, in the canvas tent that we were living in. So we have a lot of memories, and we feel really close to the people who live there. Yeah, there's also another really interesting festival in that region that I think it fits perfectly in with our theme for the episode.
What's your theme?
I would say that looking into history is a perfect way to decode the uniqueness of a culture. And I want to learn the story of the land and the people from the places where things have changed the least. Most of the time, that's the countryside. I have spent years of my life living in this landscape, learning the rural customs and mythology, trying to peel back the layers of different epochs of history to discover the often surprising continuity of ancient practices. One of the draws to this part of the country is an amazing historical character named Viriatu, Viriathus in English. The region we'll be exploring, between the Tejo and Douro rivers, is the heartland of the Lusitanian tribes who thrived and dominated in the times before the Roman conquest. Viriatu was a shepherd warrior who barely survived one of the worst massacres ever committed by the Romans in any territory. He managed to unite the survivors of his fractured nation, and against all odds, he made Rome pay for their atrocities and delivered a series of victories against the legions. He was only one of a few leaders in history who succeeded in doing so against Rome.
Walk over onto that box. Wow. Castelo Novo.
Okay. You go, Roro.
Happy Mr.
Come here. Little funny boy.
Look, muscle.
You like your shoes?
I like my shoes.
You got goats?
No.
The goats. See the goats next to the farmer? A bunch of goats in that field. Hey, Sebby, how many fruit trees can you see around here?
Olive tree, grape tree, olive tree, fig tree, orange tree, lemon tree,
Yeah, you're right.
and olive tree.
This Airbnb is so beautiful. We're so happy with it. But it's so hot this afternoon, so we're gonna head down into town and swim in the river.
Already arguing. go on the shower. Go catching the fish. See there? See where they're at? Oh. Go touch some fish. Look at this. Oh, there.
What is it now?
Yeah, he is. He's taking a video for that. Isn't that great?
And I just took a picture of the jumping. That is jumping.
Yeah. So this is Castelo Novo village. It's made entirely of the local stone and nestled into the Gardunha mountain range. And literally it feels like there's grapes and figs dripping off every wall. It's amazing. Also there's ancient springs with pure mountain drinking water, just like this one over here. And it basically serves the water needs of the villagers. And we haven't seen a single tourist since being here, which is just amazing because this place is absolutely beautiful. So this is the Lagarissa, and what's amazing about it is it's completely carved. They hand carved this out of stone with chisels hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Basically what this is for is they would pour all of their grapes from the surrounding vineyards of this town. They'd put them in here and stomp on all of them so that the juices would come out. And there's a small hole here carved out where the juice would pour in and it would filter out all of the grape skins that would kind of stop there. Stone container here from which it would overflow most likely into some sort of barrel. So this behind me is a pelourinho, in English a pillory. In the old days they were usually placed next to the town hall and they were used as a place of punishment. So usually all the villagers would gather around and a criminal might have been shackled or tied to the pelourinho and they would get whipped or whatever form of punishment was issued. So that's the gruesome history of this beautiful little monument. From what I've learned, this is a Templar castle. As many people have seen in movies or books, the Knights Templar was a religious order of warrior monks which was founded in the Holy Land during the Crusades. But what a lot of people don't know was that Portugal and Spain was another major front during the Crusades fighting against the Islamic Moors of North Africa. Not only were the Templars defending this area from further attacks by the Moors, but also the rival Christian kingdoms of Leon and later Castile, who were expanding in the same way as the early Portuguese kingdom in the 1100s. After the famous king Dom Afonso Henriques reconquered this territory from the Moors, this fortress was built in this strategic location, which is obviously very defensible. It has direct line of sight with the Templar castles to the east, Monsanto, Penamacor, and Peña Garcia. And all of those had views which stretched to the border with Castile, and so they could warn towns like this farther to the west of invasion. Can you see the lights on that mountain over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And those ones over there?
Yeah.
Past the hill?
Yeah.
Well, if the guards on the top of those castles saw warriors coming to fight, they would light big fires on the top of those castles, and everyone in this whole area would know that the bad guys are coming. And so they'd light fires, and so everyone here knew, because they could see from so far away, that the bad guys were coming, so they could all hide inside the castle.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did Castle have fire?
Because they would put a bunch of sticks at the top of the tower and they'd light a big bonfire.
Oh,
And when you light a fire, you can see it right away from far away.
oh,
It's faster than sending a man on a horse to send a message.
oh.